Now, 65% of Kenyan businesses have expressed confidence that their revenue will increase in 2025, while a concerning 60% of businesses have indicated that they do not plan to expand their workforce. This is according to the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry 2025 Business Barometer report released earlier today. According to the report, high taxes, levies, and unaffordable government policies are top challenges for businesses in 2025. Now, our reporter Sophia Ali is at the release. Good afternoon, Sophia. What can businesses expect from the report today?
Thank you so much for joining us today here at Serena. Stakeholders from different sectors in trade and economics are convening in order to unveil KNCCI 2025 barometer report, where in the report we have seen some of the highlights that have come out is the unemployment rate in Kenya and, traders and who are not willing to, to employ more. And with me is Kiplimo Kigen from KNCCI, who is also the policy and researcher at KNCCI, who's going to walk through us some of the highlights on the report. Kiplimo, thank you so much for joining us. Could you kindly talk us through some of the highlights that has come out from the report?
Thank you for having me. Today we are launching the KNCCI 2025 Business Barometer Report. And this report is forward-looking, so it measures the expectations of business people in 2025. We did speak to close to 2,000 businesses, or 1,981 businesses. And some of the highlights coming out is that businesses are indeed optimistic about the growth of the revenue in 2025. 65% of the businesses that we spoke to are expecting their revenue to increase in 2025. However, we still see a very bullish outlook when it comes to matters unemployment. We are seeing that 60% of the businesses that we engaged are not expecting to hire people in 2025, which is a serious concern. That means that if you walk into a room where there are 10 businesses, 6 of those businesses are not looking to hire in 2025. If anything, they're looking to let people go. And, when there is unemployment, when the workforce is not working, that means that our productivity as a country is affected, and it affects the overall growth of our economy and access to opportunities. Some of the things that need to be focused on is one, when it comes to deductions on payroll, because the businesses have to match those deductions, and those deductions are become an expense on the businesses. We've seen a recent wave of deductions, with SHA, SHIF, affordable housing. We've also seen recently NSSF. So if we need to put a halt on that so that we don't increase the cost of running a business, which then allows for the opportunity for businesses to hire more. Some of the areas that we as the chamber also will be looking to support businesses in 2025 is access to markets.
Kindly, could you please take us through some of the highlights from today and, some of the key takeaways from you?
Thank you, Sophia. So the report that we had today was delving into the business barometer and pretty much focusing on the micro, small and medium enterprises sector. The report had shown us some positives that we can pick and also some of the challenges that they're facing. Some of the positives that they're facing is that there's some optimism for some of the businesses that they can be able to grow some revenue. 65% of the businesses are expecting to grow, to have some higher revenue over the course of this year. But on that note, also there's some challenges that yet at the same time they are not able to expand because of one reason or another. So those are some of the sticky points that came out of this report. There's been some challenges around credit mediation to the private sector. Looking at the statistics up until November last year, 12 months up until November last year, we've seen that even the credit that was sent to the private sector shrunk by 1.1%. So even amidst what we had seen, the measures done by the Central Bank of Kenya to reduce the benchmark rate by 1.75% has not fully transmitted to the banking sector. So it will take some time before we see the effect of the lower CBR filtering through the banking sector. And that is where the banks, the businesses can now be able to position themselves.
Thank you so much. So there is Churchill, the economist, who has also expounded to us some of the issues that are causing some of these businesses not to perform and even higher, as even the unemployment rate continues to grow in this in the country. So there you have it. Access to financing has been the major point of view today. Sophia Ali for KTN.
Thank you very much, Sophia. And that report right there from businesses who naturally have capital is one side of the story, and the other side is, young people need to be creative. Most of